I tell you, there's a whole lot of spiritual stuff going on. There's a whole lot of spiritual events taking place. I'm seeing people being murdered left and right. My God. It's as if the stratosphere is turning, it's changing. I'm getting all kinds of revelations and downloads. I'm looking at my people, and I can honestly say, some of them don't even look like the people who I know they're not. They're like a totally different person. I think I witnessed about 3 slip swaps. 3 different individuals. They call them clones. Somebody's tapped into something. Somebody knows a secret of an elite. You're not the only one. You're not the only one. Y'all better know who you're playing with when you're playing with Tiff. I'm telling you. Because I am who I am. I don't understand how people feel as though they can flip children like they flip homes. I don't understand that, you women. And you men too. I thank God for the mother who raised me. I don't understand. You know, I'm an older woman. So, with me, I don't take anything personal. I really don't. I don't. But in regards to seeing certain children that I know cry and shed tears, I hear in the spirit every day children that telepath to me. They're upset. A lot of them are clowning you all, and a lot of them are going insane. Because I never thought of the notion of a person, a woman, and a man, men and women that are overseas and some within the United States of America that came up with the idea, apparently, like 50, 70 years ago, 80 years ago, that you can flip a child. You can flip a child. Just say it, little nigga. Come back years later and get her dust off. Make it brand new. If you can benefit off of them, yeah, we'll flip. Mm-hmm. We can put them in politics. We can let them lead the church. Y'all better stop playing. Stop playing. In this hour, in this day, at this time, God's not playing with y'all. I talked to my son the other day. He was talking to me. He said, Mama, how is it that a man, Mama, can't get his own daughter pregnant? I said, son, if you know someone who's going through something like that, baby, you need to let Mama know. Or you need to let that friend know that someone needs some help. Someone needs to help that child. Mama, some kids, they're not brave enough, Mama, to stand up. I said, son. He cut me off. Mama, what is wrong with these people? I said, son, there's a problem. Some people are sick. He said, no, Mama. He said, the problem lies in the government that they allow these people to get away with stuff like this. He said, Mama, my son said, he talked about IVF. He supports IVF. I said, son, I'm in support of it also. I said, but son, when you have instances where some women's embryos are being stolen out of their body unknowingly, it's just like this. If there's a tree, a mother tree. A mother tree bears fruit. She bears fresh leaves every spring. But if somebody takes from her fruit, from their mama, illegally, wrongfully, and sucker punch her in the dark and takes from her, then quite naturally it's going to put a damper on IVF. He said, well, mama, what about when children are molested? What about if a girl's daddy has her pregnant? I said, son, somebody needs to speak up for that child. Somebody speak up for that baby. You all know anyway, and an old ass man is sorting somebody's baby, you all need to speak up for that child. If you don't want to go to that parent, you all need to do something anonymously on behalf of that child before somebody flip that baby. You don't want nobody to flip the child. Because we don't mind flipping people around here. We'll flip you in this motherfucker. We'll flip. We'll do it. Won't we, America? We'll flip you anywhere across the world. Overseas. We'll do it. Because we don't have the Spirit of God in us. We don't. We love to kill, steal, and destroy. Because we're Christians. We're Muslims. We're Pentecostals. We practice Judaism. We're Catholics. We're all God, all knowing. We have so much love in our hearts for our fellow man, but we'll flip a child in a minute. I'll tell you the truth. Y'all just play. You're playing with your lives. You just don't know. You all have been doing this illegal dirt so long till you feel as though you're justified. You're arrogant with it. You're justified. You feel as though because one particular person doesn't have a character. Well, goddamn, if you stole the child's embryo and you had to put it yourself or your woman, what does that make you? What kind of person does that make you? If you say that person's slow or whatnot, what does that make you? If you take a man's, one of his relatives' embryo or something, and you put it in your woman, but you're going to criticize that other one, what in the hell does that make you? That seems like that's the pot calling the kettle black, and also let he who is without sin cast the first stone. That seems like that's that kind of shit. And I just look at you like, I'm just like the gall of you all. And you know the disgust. I mean, sometimes I feel nauseous. And I just have to back off and stay offline. I really do. And enjoy being in my home. You know, I really don't understand how a mother, oh, no need to worry you, baby. If you, the gall with things that occur surrounding me, y'all, I don't make a move. My God fights every battle for me, baby. If anything, I pray for you and bless you. But God is different. Because God is going back to those Old Testament ways. Ruthless judgment. Because he always said his word, right? The sins of the father are the sins of the children. And your arrogance and your lies that you tell. You all just want to rape kids. You'll lie to the children and say all of a sudden, oh, they kidnapped you. That's a lie. Y'all in the business of selling babies. And dads, you're stepping up and you're working stuff out with the family that sold the baby or whatnot. You're setting people's up. I walked outside the other day. Well, it was last week. I think it was on a Sunday or a Saturday morning. And I heard the sound of some geese. Now, somebody probably staged something, I don't know. But God said, it don't matter whether they staged it or not, baby. I wanted you to be there to see that. I saw some geese came out. 2 geese. And when I stepped down on the ground, I was on the Indian territory now. Some people, I think they're from Delhi, Bangladesh, I don't know. But they were very disrespectful to me. But I blessed their land, honey. But they were very rude and nasty to me. But I know God put me there with those people for a reason. Because regardless of what, those are some holy spiritual people. Yes, they are. So I saw these 2 big birds, right? So I went up to the office as the day progressed. And I needed some stuff for my room, right? And there's this young guy. He's a young Indian. Native of India. Whatever y'all want to call it. Please forgive me if because I don't know. If I'm saying it wrong, forgive me. I will say this. I spoke to the one gentleman in the office. And then as I was walking back to my room, I saw another guy. He's also in the office sometimes too. He was out there with the guy who disrespected me. The younger guy. Might have been a cousin of his. One thing I will say, I had a lot of respect for him, even though I was angry. So I was telling him, you don't let nobody disrespect your customers. He was going back and forth for me in defense of his cousin, his nephew. But you know what? I had to respect him because at least he did not allow me to disrespect his cousin, even though his cousin was wrong. I didn't feel as though I was disrespecting him when he did me wrong, but still. I said, well, listen, that's how family is supposed to be, right? You're supposed to, don't make a man feel embarrassed, that you're effing up. You're gonna make my business bad because we think we're so privileged, right? We're automatically gonna get our business. It could be somebody that looks straggly and homeless, right? You don't know who God has sent to bless your community. You don't know. You could have cursed God herself. So when I was getting ready to leave, I apologized to him for, going back and forth. I made sure I said I was sorry. So I can say this to you guys. Y'all better get your asses together. Get your lives together because, you're getting older. You're playing these games. Baby, I'm seeing Revelation. I'm seeing the end of times. As far as me, I go. Baby, I'm living good. And I'm blessed to be alive. To be in the midst of you all. And all thing I can say, I just want to say a good word towards y'all. Love one another. Take care of one another. And take heed